So hi Jack, how's to be back in Holland?
Very nice, yeah. I must say, I'm always excited to come here. So it's good to be here. And I've been lucky myself from the backstage hotel. He's actually, when I walked in, he's like, "You're always so lucky. Always when you hear the weather's so nice." So it's been good, and it's yeah, very happy. And the people here are always so nice and receptive to my stuff. So amped to be back.
Why is Holland such a special country for you?
I think it was the first country I went out of South Africa, my own country, so I think that makes it special. It was the first time I ever went overseas or anything or to another international, and I think that plays a big role in it. And it was just always been, the people are so nice, and the people are so, it's like, I think also because we come from like the same bloodline in a way, we come from the same heritage. I think that's what makes us like kind of click much easier. Our sense of humor is the same, and our vibe is kind of the same. So it's much easier to get along with. Like, I've been crazy places like from Russia to England, the States, etc., etc. And it's like out of all of them, Holland is like the place where the people like understand me the best, except for obviously my home, yeah.
Okay, and well, South Africa, that's far away from Holland, but how is it to be born in South Africa?
It's great. I'm extremely proudly South African. It's an amazing country. I live in Cape Town, so
Yeah.
so we are still. There's like, I love coming everywhere, even to Holland. Like, if I'm here for too long, I have to go home. It's like there's a certain energy in the country where, like in South Africa and in Cape Town especially, that kind of feeds my energy. So if I'm away too much, I start falling apart a bit. So it's a really cool country. I mean, it's been through so much in such a short time that the place we are at the moment, it's quite amazing, like how much we've grown. And it's still, I mean, at the moment it's still very bad because there's still such a big divide between classes and stuff. So it's getting there slowly but surely. But at least it's kind of moving away from racial boundaries more towards class boundaries, which is obviously better. So where there's very rich people and very poor people, but they are black and they are white and they are Indian and they are of all cultures. I mean, and that's kind of, even though it's still horrible, it's already a better thing than being where it used to be like in apartheid year where it was like white and black and So it's really cool that it's growing so fast and everyone's working for it. And obviously there's always, like, at the moment in South Africa, what's mostly in the news, obviously all the corruption and stuff in government and so on. But there's people that are actually doing good for it and trying to fix it. So as time goes on, it will grow. Because I mean, we're only 20 years of democracy. If you think about it, that's like nothing. That's like a drop in the bucket compared to other countries and stuff. So yeah.
But how did you experience your youth?
My youth, I was very lucky. I come from like a small town and well, not small, but smallish, and like in the farmlands. So I grew up. My parents were very liberal and very, like, they weren't at all involved in any of the like, I didn't even know really apartheid existed for my whole life, because my best friends were black and coloured and etc. And so my upbringing was completely removed from that stuff. And I think that's also I went into rap music, is because I was never, like, it was never to me, like, I mean, because rap music is kind of a black art form if you think about it, even though it's not. I mean, like, the biggest rapper of all time, Ice Selling, is a white guy, but
Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem. Yeah. So it's not really that at all anymore. Music is music. But what I mean is, like, people will kind of, like, obviously see it as a black kind of music. So for me, in a country that was like, I mean, in apartheid, like, listening to black music and stuff, it was like very frowned upon, and I was listening to it non-stop. So that's kind of a testament, I think, to the type of good environment that I grew up, and my parents, like, being so, like, liberal and kind of, they were kind of part of the whole struggle to, like, kind of abolish apartheid and stuff. So I feel pretty proud of my family, like where I come from, even though it was never, we were pretty much also like lower to middle class and like not really part of, we didn't really share in the in the riches of of the apartheid government. So I think we were pretty much yeah. So it was fun growing up in those times.
And what kind of music did you listen to back then?
Well, when I was young, I listened to I listened to a lot of this guy called David Kramer. Was like my first like stuff I was listening to. He's on my album actually. Like it's amazing like to have someone that you listened to when you were like 5 or 6, and now he's doing a song on your album. So that was amazing. But he was banned from all the radio stations and stuff because he sang in what they call kombuisstaal, which is like the language that maybe the colored people would speak. It's more of it's not a like pure Afrikaans or whatever. So he was also banned. So I kind of like I latched onto him a lot, and he also obviously influenced me a lot in the way of him. Of saying like, don't let people tell you what kind of music to make the music that you believe in. And I think that's what made him so strong. I mean, he's to this day, where many musicians have come and fallen and have been huge and have just disappeared. He has been around forever. He even got a award from the government now a while ago because for the work he's done for Afrikaans and the Afrikaans language. So that's the stuff I listened to, and when I was young, because you kind of listen, my parents were listening to it. So when you're very young, you kind of listen what your parents listen, and my sisters were listening to it. And then I went from there. Then I started like the first, like when I was about say 10 or 11, my mom bought me like a mix, like now we call it monster hits in South Africa. So it would be all the hit songs of that time. And then Snoop Dogg was on there, What's My Name. So then when I heard that, I was like, this is the coolest music ever. And then I just completely started listening to rap music. That's all I listened to, like completely.
But why did your mother buy it for you?
Actually, she obviously also wanted me to kind of like get my own style of music. She didn't want to force on to me what music she thinks I should listen to. So she bought me this, because that thing has everything obviously on it. There's a rock on it, there's pop on it, there's a rap on it, there's all genres on it. So she was like, cool, see what I like. And I mean, my mom was like really funny because obviously it was super dirty and I was like super young. So she would like call me into the room and tell me, because I'd learn the songs out of my head. So I'd know all the songs and all the dirty lyrics and stuff. And like like her friends would be sitting and she'd call me and like rap the song to them, rap the song. And I'm like a little kid swearing and everyone's like laughing at me. So it was pretty cool.
Okay. And can you recall some artists who were very inspiring for you from your youth now?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I think mostly it was people like the most inspiring people because they touched home for me were people like David Kramer and this Valiant Swart and Koos Kombuis and all these like Afrikaans struggle musicians and because they had this thing called the Voelvry tour. It was like a big part of the like anti-apartheid movement back in the day. So they made like the cool music. Like they didn't make the pop music. They made they were like the other side of the spectrum. And so that was really cool. My sisters and stuff, Johannes Kerkorrel and people like that, my sisters were listening to it, and kind of I got into that stuff a lot. So I think that's the kind of stuff that made me proud and made me be able to also do Afrikaans music because it was like people were doing music like that I could be proud of. I could go to people and say this is like Afrikaans music, where I don't want to maybe take like the pop stuff and stuff. I don't want to take that stuff and go to like come here and tell someone this is like Afrikaans music because it's shit. I'm not proud of it. I don't want people to hear it. So that was the kind of thing. And then that whole side of Afrikaans kind of died away and it became super pop. It was like very pop for many years, since I was like maybe 14 till 15 till I was about 20 years old. For 5, 6 years there was like nothing alternative. There was just like pop music. It was just pop. And then we kind of got angry because we come from Bellville, me and my friends Fokko Polisiecar, who's also a big band, like we all come from Bellville, and we were kind of like, it's so shit because everyone kind of looked, and then apartheid ended, and we were like not part of that stuff, but because we came from that area and like an Afrikaans area, we got kind of like looked down upon because now it's apartheid's done and we like the white Afrikaans people, and we like fuck, we were actually the people that weren't part of it. Like everyone else was the ones doing it. We were living in in a melting pot of cultures. we had there was no apartheid really was part of our neighborhoods. It was like everyone was living between each other. So but now because Bellville's like Afrikaans, then it's like no. There's Afrikaans people that live there, so that's like that. So it was crap. So we were like really and no one wanted to. People that were Afrikaans would act like they were English, and they would talk English even though they were Afrikaans and stuff. And so we were like, fuck, why would people do this? Like, it's so stupid. And then so we were on a mission to kind of make Afrikaans cool again, and to make people be proud of being Afrikaans, and let people see that Afrikaans isn't about pop, because that pop music even makes it sound look racist, because it's that's that old type of music, you know, that it's just horrible. So we were kind of on a mission to take Afrikaans completely out of that, and take it out of those people's hands that were putting a bad name on it, and put our stamp on the language. And I think that's what we did. That in a way, me and a few other bands, we kind of took it to another platform where people from all cultures were listening to Afrikaans music instead of shunning it almost in a way. Yeah.